weather, perfect conditions for softball on this Saturday. An important rubber match between number 20 Ole Miss and number 23 Georgia from Jack Turner Stadium. And it's also a really special day because it's senior day here for the Dogs. As we back home here and hitting .500 thus far in these two games here in Athens. And starts this game off with a base hit, pulls it to right.
Into this weekend, 12 multi-hit games through SEC play. When you pair that with the speed she had, again coming into this weekend, 12 stolen bases, you just don't want to put Pone.
Gets underneath that one, coming in charging in left field is Jaden Goodwin and collects out number one. California. And there, the opposite field base hit, and they're winding around Tyler Malvin, and Malvin comes in to score the first run, an RBI single for Percy Yamas. And that's so much of what Jamie Traxel has seen out of her freshman this season producing.
So much confidence. And Malvin never putting on the brakes. Why would you? With 9 stolen bases on the year, you know you've got the speed. Aaron Earlywine specialized in offense and has just brought a ton of expertise to this team.
And the slow roller over to short, and Lexi Brady is not able to beat it out, and good charge there by Emily Digby. Here in the state of Georgia. And now with her talents being transported to Oxford, Mississippi. Again, the 6-3 put out to end the inning. A couple of runners left on base. 2-run home run shot already this weekend. And lines it right out to first, one away. Lopez, who had both of her games this series.
Georgia topped out at 18 miles an hour. And just last week hit 21 miles an hour. What?
Serious wheels. Scooting.
What?
But it's Lopez who gets the best of Goodnight this season, or this year rather, in sport management and policy. And Lindy Ray Davis gets a hold of that one into center field and allowed third out. And 3 up, 3 down for the Dogs. Lopez in the 7th spot, first pitch swinging, and she's retired.
Battled a little bit of an injury the past week or so and didn't get to see her in game 1, and that's it there for strike 2 against Lansdale.
And Lansdale tags this one once again and out of the park over the left field fence. Ashton Lansdale with her 4th home run in 4 games. The last Ole Miss player to do that was Ansley Furbush last season.
Take note of the ownership and the confidence that just exudes from Lansdale right off the bat. Drops the bat, you get this flex of the arms, like she is completely locked in. In talking to Jamie Traxel about this young woman, she mentioned over and over about her engagement in the
everyone to do their strengths as DeLeon is caught looking, so she sits down. And the walk to Malvin to extend the inning.
She said, I've done it before and I'll continue to do it. And in my pursuit of greatness, it's part of the job.
And it's Malvin who takes off, and Miller gets her. Thrown out at second base, and credit Marissa Miller. And we walked in and said, oh, I wish we had that.
Yeah.
As Jaden Goodwin goes down swinging, Lopez records the strikeout, her 2nd.
I mean,
waiting on that changeup, and then lines it out to second base, 2 away.
Quite a bit to unpack, quite a bit to discuss. We had described that game as both impressive and messy in a lot of different ways. I think the offensive display for both teams, there was a lot of bright.
And the opposite field base hit for Marissa Miller. So 2 on and 2 out now for Georgia, trailing by 2. And Mua Williams preparing to step up to the plate. Gathers. And delivers the pitch. Mua Williams going around on that one is now at third. The 1-1. Mua Williams pokes out to get that one and flies out to right. So 2 runners left aboard, nothing pushed across for the Bulldogs. Ole Miss still on top. But Cha-Cha Mayo.
That was one of the teams that got to walk the field prior to the game. It's one of my favorite parts about pregame.
And Jaden Pone flies out. We're rolling. He's got a full count now. As great work by our camera crew, our director. And the strikeout for Rolling. The 3-2 to Yamas. And the 2-out walk awarded to the freshman first baseman.
Saw that home run in game 1.
And lined out to Williams at third. That ends the inning. We'll get an opportunity to talk with Georgia head coach Tony. And the walk to White. Well, here's this weekend's featured.
The Drake beef, the Kendrick Lamar beef.
Oh, he was, yeah, Drake was decimated. All right, there could be a double play, and no, as Tyler Ellison is able to beat it out, but they do get the leadoff runner at second base.
Yeah.
New addition of the facility.
Well, I have always loved Jack Turner Stadium because it sits up so high. I love our point of view. We've got a classic bird's eye view right on top of home plate. Lopez sitting down. There's a lot of resources and a lot of acknowledgement, a lot of love going softball's way. I love to see it.
The wild pitch allows Ellison to advance. Now
she has been a dog from the start.
And Lopez gets back-to-back strikeouts to end the inning. A runner left on. Rolling delivers. Sharply hit, pulled down the third base line. And Mackenzie Pickens is aboard safely with the leadoff single here in the top 4. Both confident, brings a positive energy. And Butte flares that one out to left. One down.
Last 2 games.
And Lansdale, first pitch swinging and rolling, tried to scoop it up with the glove. Wouldn't stay in, and Lansdale.
Junior season, understanding that a lot of it's within her control.
The 3-1. And the walk to McKay. One out, Taylor Malvin tries to drop it in instead. The flare out in the left field, and the tag at the plate, double up, and that ends the inning. Great defense there from Georgia. Jaden. Carolina Conference champs will be crowned. First pitch swinging, and Goodwin, who made that outstanding play in left field to double up the Rebels, leads it off with a double here in the bottom of the 4th.
Campus all last summer really prioritized getting into some of the best shape she's ever been in. There was a quote that he said in relation to Gordon that I highlighted just even for that answer.
Your answer was popping. And Digby pops it up on the sacrifice bunt attempt, so everybody stays put. And tied her up on the inside. A nice play made by DeLeon to get the sure out at first base. As the runner, well, the 1-2 count to Mua Williams. And the chopper, Pickens in the right place, but bobbles it, and 2 runs come in, and we're even at 2-all.
Oh, just
In the perfect position
literally
defensively.
This is an off-speed pitch, Tiffany. I mean, Lopez doing a beautiful job at pitching to her defense. Pickens is standing right where she needs to be, and
for you to get out of the inning, if able to execute. Instead, the inning extends and continues as the base hit there from Esther White late in the ball game. But this is a group who is trying to finish and work on finishing. And there, Bree Lopez puts that one up appetizing for Ellison, but not before 2 runs come to score in on those 8 spots at Oklahoma City, just over the head of the pitcher rolling. And Jaden Poon is aboard safely.
yeah, just looking at the scores here across the nation, up here in the top of 5th. There's a lot going on.
Sharply hit. And Binford lines out to short and is retired here. But a great piece of hitting from Yamas into the left center gap, and it's Yamas who's going to drive home the run, and that's the go-ahead run for Ole Miss. They're back on top. Percy Yamas continuing off of this gap double.
I'm going to get picky for a second here. Goodwin has to take a better angle to this ball. There is no reason why this ball should hit the wall. If she takes a deeper angle, a bigger...
And it all gets kicked off, and look, we're going to see it consistently as a play at third base. Star Ferguson is able to slide there in time. LSU, Texas, that big rubber match already in action. And the strikeout there from Rolling. And the fans like it here inside the Jack as sharply hit, bouncing off of Tyler Ellison. And that double steal coming in hand, now 5-2.
You're exactly right, Tiffany. It's the double steal that gives way for this. This is a routine, should be. It was hard hit, but a play that needs to be made from Ellison at second base. And because of that extra 60 feet that Ole Miss pushed for, it allowed...
as they close out the regular season and head into the SEC tournament. Bobbled there and dropped as Boutte.
Wing of someone that's hit 4 bombs in the last 4 games.
Full count. And another walk. Second of the inning given up by Rolling. Popped up in the infield, calling for it is Digby. She's there, and that's out number 3, but not before Ole Miss tacks on 3 more. And Lindy Ray Davis, who's on deck to try to start the charge, and that's exactly how you do it. You use the wheels of Dallas Goodnight, and she beats out the hit.
Granted, Lexi Brady.
And Goodnight gets underneath the tag just in time, and that was a heck of a play by Brady behind the plate because that one was high.
This at bat.
And slices that one, and Lindy Ray Davis is retired. One thing that if Georgia is going to come back in this game, they've got to be able. The 3-1 to Goodwin. And flies out to left field, and Goodnight stays put at second base. Second base. And let's see if Sarah Gordon can keep it moving, as that one a wild pitch. So Goodnight, 60 feet from home. The hot shot to second base, the stretch out, not in time. They're gonna say off the bag. And an RBI angle that we've got right here, and it looks like it's just slightly off. I mean, like.
Is there a cleat? Is there a metal cleat hanging on for dear life? We need to pull out a.
After further review, the ruling on the field is being upheld. The runner is safe.
So Jamie Traxel will hit it in no man's land, but the flip in time, and Digby, even though sliding to first base, is out. Well, one run put up is who coming off that complete game win yesterday. We'll try to slow down these bats for Ole Miss and keep it at bay. A great effort from Goodwin in left field. So we've seen some good efforts, and Goodwin showed off right there. Great chase.
This is the advantage of knowing your home turf, right? Playing at home, you know exactly how much room you have up the line.
For Georgia. Pone right back to Backus. And quickly 2 down. Binford lines right out to Dallas Goodnight. So 3 up, 3 down with a new pitcher in the circle. And Georgia, we'll see what their bats can do on the bottom half. Giving up just 4 hits, 3 runs. A couple of errors as that went inside on the hands, popped up. The 1-1 to Williams. And a wonderful diving effort from Jaden Pone. Jaden Pone with the web gem in left field.
Diving is already hard, but this is the hardest angle to read. This is out in front of her body. You've got to make that split-second decision whether I'm going to turn the.
Pone called upon again and makes another grab. Oh my! 2 for 2 in the outfield for Jaden Pone, and look at her teammates celebrate her. And hey, Aaron, I'm just gonna let you break this down.
It doesn't get much better than this. You know, I talked about the fact that diving catches already take a little bit of art form, and the fact that both of these catches is the hardest diving catch of all. Right out in front of your body, you've got to.
This one popped up, and underneath it is Tyler Ellison, and Yamas is retired. That one's tagged into left field as Lexi Brady pulls it for a single.
There is
Pickens, who's 1 for 3 today, and that one into shallow right, and Castori collects out number 2. To find the one that's right for them. And that one is low, and the walk to Starr.
credit Matt Dial.
The payoff. And this one is for out number 3. It's Backus wins that, but now Georgia's got to do work. Only 3 outs remaining. And this one into shallow left, and Tyler Ellison now stands in. Puts it on the ground, puts the pressure on the defense, and Mackenzie Pickens can't get to it. It's a one-out single. Yesterday, and then 3+ innings in game 1, and gets the strikeout of Lindy Ray Davis, 5th K of the game.
In search for their 3rd, this being their 6th series in conference play.
On the ground, and that's going to do it. 2nd win of the series for Brianna Lopez, and it delivers the series victory for the Ole Miss Rebels. A big win on the road here in Athens to take down number 23, Georgia. A 5-3 decision here, and Ole Miss picks up that 3rd series win you just talked about, Aaron.
You know, this has to feel good for Ole Miss, a team that has struggled on the road lately, to come to a very impressive house here in Athens. A lot of pressure the both of these teams are feeling at this moment during conference play, and the Rebels pull it off.